Bless you guys. It is Weird Wednesday, May the 25th, 2020, 2 minutes after the hour. Welcome, guys. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. That's with Senny J, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. God bless each and every one of you guys. The chat room is wide open, or please call in 570-982-6950. You know what I'm going to say. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. Thank God that we are here and that we are alive this morning. I wish everyone in your family's okay this morning as well. Broadcasting live at iHeartRadio.com, Shawn Harvey Morning Show.com, sponsored by Comedy World Network. We appreciate you guys over there and all our affiliates throughout the country. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, taking the time out to enjoy the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Thank you so much. You can Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. All the links come up. Good morning, guys. God bless you throughout this country. I hope everybody's okay. If you are on social media, we're on all social media platforms, and also this morning right here on Facebook. Just go to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team business page, like the page to get notified. Good morning, guys. God bless. And if you're not on social media, you can go on YouTube as well. Go to our page, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Like and subscribe to the page, and you get notified. So we appreciate you guys this morning. This is where you get your morning love. If you have a deficit of love in your life right now, this morning, come out and hang out with us, because this is where you're going to get your love. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Senny J, God bless you. Good morning on a Weird Wednesday. Good to see you. And how are you?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everyone listening. We have an amazing show for you today on this Weird Wednesday. And I am going to have Senny Says for you, where I'm going to bring you all the latest in entertainment and Hollywood news. I am also going to bring to you Front Page News with Senny J, where I will let you know what's going on locally, nationally, and globally. And it's a lot. So make sure you all stick around for that.
Thank you so much, Senny. It's good to see you. And Senny, before we start the show, hey guys, gather into the room. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. Senny already placed our Cash App in the group. Please donate to the show if you don't mind.
And share the video.
And share the video, man. You know, we putting this work in for y'all. God bless. Senny, before we start the show, I have a confession to make.
Okay.
On this Weird Wednesday. Senny, I came out of my house this morning, and when you come up my house, there's a little pathway. There's 3 steps you have to walk up, and then right there, my car's right there. God bless. Senny, I got to that 3rd step, that 2nd step, and I tripped, and I fell, and I rolled. Then I felt very slow, Senny, very slow motion kind of.
Like you missed a step, like you tripped?
Yeah, I missed the step. That big toe hit the step. There was not enough weight to carry my body, and I tumbled over, Senny. And
did you land on your knees?
I landed on the side of my knee, but but because I was so low to the ground when I fell, I felt
you fell slow.
Felt very slow.
I had that.
It wasn't a sexy fall. And then I actually did the 4-knee roll. So I went from walking to, next thing you know, I'm looking up at the sky. So my first action before we get into the show, put it on one chat room if you ever did the slow fall. Senny, while I'm looking at the sky and I'm looking at the moon, my next thought was, I have a neighbor that lives next door to me, and this guy's always out every day, like every 5 minutes, because he's just out in front, he's just smoking, so I guess he's smoking cigarettes. And every time I come out every morning, this guy's out there. So my first reaction was, okay, I'm not hurt, I'm good. I felt very slow. It wasn't sexy. It wasn't a painful fall. It was a regular fall for a 57-year-old man. And then when I found out I was okay, I immediately glanced to the right, because I thought the neighbor, because he's there, and he wasn't there for some strange reason. So saying, before we get into the show, I fell on my knee. I feel fine. I'm good. I'm fine.
You're fine?
I'm great. And Senny, and this happened at 6:00 this morning.
Right.
A little bit after 6. And Senny, no one saw me fall. Now, there's different falls, CJ.
Right.
You want to fall. You want your maximum fall. You want somebody to see this. You want somebody to see your best work.
Wow.
Sometimes you want to fall. You don't want nobody to see. I'd rather trip and fall, and someone sees me trip and fall. Maybe if I'm hurt, maybe they'll run over to the rescue and help me out.
Right.
I don't want to fall by myself. Might be an indicator of how I'm living. So I jump up, Senny, before we get into the show. I go back into the house, right?
Yeah.
And because I was getting something out the car to come back in the house.
When you stood up, did you look around, see if anybody saw you?
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying. I did. I looked around. There was no one out there. This is what I'm saying. There was nobody. And like I said, the guy that lives right next door to me, who's always smoking a cigarette, he wasn't even there. Okay. So this was a solo kind of a fall. So I get up, I gather myself. I go, okay, that's cool. I go back into the house, Senny, and go back into the bedroom. My wife is laying there because we were talking before.
Right.
We were talking before I fell.
Yeah.
And I come back in, and as I'm walking to the bedroom back to her, my first thought is, do I share this information? Because there's a fall, and nobody saw it. Right. There's no witnesses to the fall.
So technically, you didn't fall.
So really, I didn't fall.
Right.
Good morning, everybody. God bless all you guys in the chat room, and thank you so much for tuning in. So, Senny, I open up the bedroom door. My wife's laying there, and I immediately shared that I fell.
Right.
Before we get into the show.
I think we're in it.
You haven't been in it in a minute.
And that's fine.
And that's facts.
That's fine.
You haven't fallen into nothing in a minute. I wish you fall into something.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
So, Senny, I immediately share this information. Come on, guys. Get gathering into the room. God bless you guys. Appreciate you this morning. I shared this information with my wife. I come in, I open up the door. I say, honey, I just fell.
She was like, oh, my God.
She burst out laughing. I mean, from the soul, from that core laugh.
Oh, my God.
She stops and goes, but wait a minute. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Continues to laugh. Oh, I wish I would have saw it.
And Tanya has the best laugh. You guys have to hear her laugh. It's so funny.
She'll be coming in soon, guys. My wife's going to come to the show.
Yes.
We talked her into it. Senny, thank you. You was one of the main catalysts of having her come in here, so thank you.
Yeah, as long as we're drinking, she's going to love it.
Okay, no doubt. So now I see the bigger picture. I think it's the way I delivered the fall. I just walked in and said, I just fell.
Yeah, it's always your delivery.
It's always delivery. I said, I just fell. And it was this, whoa.
But it's like, you can imagine it too. Like me hearing you falling, like.
Now, is it a fall? Is it humorous or are you hating? I don't know what's going on.
What?
Now,
no, that would be funny. I would pay to see that.
Now, why do people, before we get into the show, why do people, when you say when there's a fall, the reaction is laughter sometimes? Why do people react that way, CJ, before we get into this thing?
What, laugh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that I think it's just, I think it's because you can imagine it. I think it's more funny if you're there. Right. If you see, when I see it, because I've seen people fall, I want to laugh because it is funny.
It is funny. It's funny.
But
now, Senny, have you ever been in a situation where, whether if it's a fall or something else that happened, that triggers laughter, that the person that you was laughing at or laughing when they shared this with you got offended or upset at the situation that they shared with you? For example, I came in and she would laugh at me, and I'd be like, yo, what are you laughing at for? I didn't think that was funny.
Right.
Have you been in a situation, Senny, before we start the show, where you laughed or you thought the moment was just a light moment, and the person I mean, they didn't get mad, but they were like, yo, but wait a minute, but why are you laughing like that? Like, it's just not funny. Have you laughed out loud, Senny J, and other person got offended?
Yeah, one time my friend, we were riding in the car and she hit somebody. She hit a kid on a bike with her car, right?
You was in the car?
Yeah, I was in the car.
Okay, cool.
It was like a slow hit, but like, I don't know. I don't really know how it happened, but next thing you know, we hit this kid, right?
Right.
And the kid, he just like picks his bike up that fast. And he was like skirting off, and I was like, oh my God, are you okay? He was like, no, I'm fine. It's cool. Like, don't worry about it. Like, he was just like, whatever, yo. Like, I don't care.
Like he didn't have, like he ran off like he didn't have bike insurance?
Right. and he was with his friend. And I was like, no, like, the kid had to be like, I don't know, like maybe like 14, 15, right? Like 2 Babylonian kids, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, no. Like, because when she did it, I was like, oh, my God. And I got out of the car. She was, like, frozen. She, like, stood in the car. So I got out. I was like, are you okay? He was like, no. He was like, I'm all right. He was like, don't worry about it. And, like, I was like, no, like, for real. Like, are you okay? Like, I was like, take a minute because you're probably, like, in shock or whatever. And he was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. So I was like, okay. And so I went back in the car. I was like, girl, you ain't even going to get out the car. And I started laughing because the way the kid got up, I was like, bro, and I was like, what is wrong with you? Like, the whole situation was crazy. And then she was like, why are you laughing? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, you didn't see how homeboy just like skirted off? And I was like, and why you didn't shoot a check on him? I was like, girl.
Not Senny.
So it was just a real crazy situation, but he was all right.
All right. So, boy, that was weird, man. God,
That's
my God.
what I said.
Hold on, wait a minute. So you're driving down the block.
Yeah, she was like going to make a turn. Like, I guess she didn't see this kid.
And hit the kid.
Yeah.
And the kid just immediately jumps up and is cool and he keeps it pushing.
Right. He was like doing one of those things, like, you know, where you're kind of like standing up on your bike, but the bike is still moving. Right. Like, yeah, he was doing like one of those. So it was just like, boom. It was like a tap. It was like harder than like a tap. So it like knocked him over. And I was like, oh my God. But he got up so fast. It was like, you know, I was like, oh my God.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you. It just seemed like people react differently to certain situations.
Yeah.
Guys in the chat room, have you ever laughed at a loved one out loud and then they got offended before we start the show?
Yeah.
Senny, people react in strange ways to certain situations. We all do.
Yeah.
I saw a lady, right? Her car broke down in the road.
Right.
But in the street, sort of like the street here, like Elizabeth Street.
Yeah.
Not like a highway. And I went past her, right? And then I came back. I was coming back the other way.
Yeah.
The lady is still in the car. Like, she didn't get out the car.
Right.
I don't know if she called anybody. But, sometimes when things like that happen, you get out the car. You probably don't even know what you're doing. You get out the car. You might want to lift up the hood or you circle the car.
Right.
This woman was frozen in the car because I think she just didn't want to get out the car. Yeah. Now, sometimes you should stay in the car. Like, say if you're on a highway and you're 78 West and the cars are coming at you 100 miles an hour. I get it. But on the local street, I think people react differently. Some people feel embarrassed. Like, say if a car breaks down, people feel embarrassed. You shouldn't feel embarrassed at a car.
So
that happens to a car.
She was still in the same spot.
Stay in the same spot, sitting like her hands were still on the steering wheel. Like, she didn't move. I mean, I'm for sure that maybe she called somebody or she did.
So did you know that her car was broke down?
Yeah, because it was just there in the middle of the street and cars were going by her.
Oh, what is she supposed to do?
No, that's a good question. I mean, but I think I wouldn't like.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't sit there. I mean, I might get out the car.
Yeah.
Or I might, step to the sidewalk or, my car, put the hat, do something. than sitting there. But it's the way
Yeah.
people react to certain situations.
Yeah.
So before we start the show,
Yeah.
everybody in the chat room, good morning. Have you ever laughed out loud and someone got offended?
Yeah. Let us.
I have a sense of humor in a sense, I do, but I can see the bigger picture. So when my wife yelled out and started laughing, Senny, I got it. It was cool. I mean, I wasn't hurt.
Right. You can look.
And
back.
I shared this information. So if I'm sharing this information to her, in my mind, why would I think that? Why would I get upset?
Right.
I don't know what her reaction is going to be. I shared that information.
Right.
So my whole thing is this: if you share information and you become upset with the person, like your girlfriend in the car, she got mad at you. Is there an underlying motive with the person? Like, why are you really mad?
Yeah, it's usually those people that can't, they're just, sometimes it's in the moment. Sometimes they need to think about it later. When people say it wasn't funny then, but I can laugh at it now. I'm like, nah, it was funny then, and it's funny now.
So, Senny, when she got mad, and then we can move on.
Mm-hmm.
When she got mad, did you immediately stop laughing, or did you continue to laugh?
I continued to laugh. I mean, I think I was in shock. I think it was like nervous laughter. But when she was upset, I was like, listen, calm down, because you wouldn't want out here hitting people.
She was really upset like that.
And yeah, she was just like, I think she was like upset too. I think she was kind of shocked too. So, but she was just like, why are you laughing? It's not funny. And I'm like, whatever. I'm like, you didn't even get out the car and see if young man was all right.
And that's another thing. Why do people, like, we already know about the hit and run thing. That's not cool.
Right.
But why do people hit people and don't get out the car? Like,
I don't know. I
like,
think it's like
you
that.
think they're gonna get, like, you think that moment in time is you're gonna go back in time 30 seconds?
I was
it never
like
happened.
me. I'm like, if you go. I mean, but you just sitting here. You either gonna hit this kid and continue going, or if you go, you stopped. We might as well see if he's all right. I'm down with whatever.
Oh my God.
I'm here for you, girl. But listen, you got to make a decision.
So, Senny, if you put yourself in this position, but what if she made the position? What if she made the decision? Say if the young lady hit the guy.
All right.
Right. And he ricochets a few yards, right? Right. There's a lot of ricocheting. That's a word.
You guys have to see this kid. It was funny.
See, if your friend hit the teenage Babylonian,
my God.
and then ricocheted off the car, and she floored it and kept it going. And it's like Thelma and Louise. And you're the passenger. Before we start the show, Senny, are you dropping a dime on them at a later date on time, or you rocking?
No, I'm not gonna drop it. What? Like, go tell the police?
Yeah, go tell the police.
I might report. I'll probably like.
Wait, hold on.
Listen,
Before you hold on a second. Hold your thought. Folks in the chat room, God bless you guys. Good morning, Princess Cox, no pause. God bless. If you're the passenger in the car and the driver that you know very well, could be anybody, we know very well, they hit the kid on the bike. The kid ricochets off the bike.
That's messed up.
And they continue. They press on that gas and they're out of there. Are you dropping the dime on them? Sing.
I would report that there was an accident, like that I seen something, but I'm not.
So your girlfriend that didn't find it funny.
Yeah.
Like, say she floored it, There go the bird. Guys, we got an update on the bird. Look, mom just came back with worms and food and everything. Oh, my God, big worms.
Ew.
And the one little baby, oh, man, one little baby swallowed the worm. Pause. We're going to put video.
That one shade.
We're going to put video up. Oh, look at mom. Look, mom has just came with worms for the baby, for the babies.
Wait till I show you guys these pictures. These
want to show
birds look crazy. Let me put it in the chat. Let me
cool.
put it in the
So, Senny.
Can I put pictures in here?
So, Senny, if your girlfriend, before we start the show, if your girlfriend floors the gas and get out of there after hitting the Babylonian teenager, and Senny, let's take ourselves there, and say she just continues to go on with her day. You're going to the mall. Y'all got appointments, and like she doesn't even bring.
I would be like, girl, are you all right?
Like it just erased out of her mind. And y'all continue over the day. You go shopping, get a little high, you know, you do some social media posts. I'm just saying. Would you report that? And then she drops you off. Hey, girl, call you later. Just nothing happened. Because actually, what you want to put me on the spot before you answer the question? Because you know me, I'll answer the question. This is an easy one for me.
I would for sure. I mean, hit and run is like so serious. Like she going to jail. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if I know the person, like I would just be like, how could you do that?
Wait a minute. But if hit and run is serious, jail, but you're going on 4 hours with her with the day, or with get your hair done, nails done, smoke a little weed or whatever. Senny, then now you're a co-conspirator now.
Oh my God. Well, I'm for sure calling 911 to let them know, there was an accident. And, I saw a kid get hit by a car. Blah, blah, blah. But we're not chilling the rest of the day. Like, you're going to figure this out. Like, you're going to have to do something. I'm going to talk to her. But I'm not, I would try and talk to her to turn herself in or, get a lawyer. Let's look at all the angles of this. We ain't just going on about the day. Or I might just be like, well, let me get out and I'll see if he's all right. Let me out. Let me go see what's going on. I don't know.
Let you out of this situation. That's what you're saying. You don't want no parts of the BS about the curse.
No, but I want to help the kid too. Like I don't think we should do that. But I don't. That's horrible.
See, actually, before we start the show, Senny, actually, what I do.
What would you do, Shawn, if you're driving with your friend?
And my friend hit a Babylonian kid on a bike. And the bike ricocheted off the car.
Yeah.
And the little Babylonian. Here come the father. Here come. Senny, take it back. Here comes dad. And y'all talk about these farmers are not around. Y'all talk about these farmers are not working. Y'all talking about these farmers are out here now. Look, dad is out there. Dad went away.
That wasn't the dad.
That was dad.
That was her girlfriend coming to check on her with these kids. That wasn't no bird dad. That was her girl.
No, that was
coming to be like, you all right, girl, with these hatchlings?
No.
You
everybody,
good?
that was dad, because dad is big as hell. Look at dad coming back. Take a video. Look at dad. Dad came back. Girl, you moving too slow. I'm going to feed these babies. Dad coming over. Dad.
I can't get him.
Dad got custody
you guys
issues
have
too.
To see this.
This is crazy.
There's a lot of excitement.
It's
that ain't the dad though.
It's dad. It is dad. See, you're a hater, Senny. I'm giving dad a props, and you're not even showing that type of love. And this is
dads in the wild are not usually. I think penguin fathers are the most involved.
And Senny, look, dad is across the street. You see dad across the street there in the yard? Now, Senny, ask me. Welcome to the show, guys.
Sorry,
Truly
you guys
appreciate you guys. No, there's a lot going on.
Here.
There's a lot going on. Senny, ask me if I was the passenger and my guy was driving and he hit the Babylonian kid.
Shawn, if you're the passenger and your friend hits a Babylonian kid, and kid ricochets off the car, goes a couple feet.
Yeah.
See him laying there. Friend floors it. Your friend keeps going.
The front wheel of the bike is bent.
Right. You see the wheel spinning in the rear view.
You can see the back of that kid's hamstring. Lip busted.
So, what are you doing?
The derailleur's in his ass.
No, he's just hit. He's just on the ground. He's just hit. You don't see no blood, no
Little
nothing.
Timmy crying. And he's up there, and then he yells out, "Sorry, sir." Yeah, go ahead, Senny.
What are you doing? Are you turning your friend in? Are you dropping a dime? You calling the police while you in the car? Giving a description and location.
Soon as he pull off, I'm like, if you don't stop this mother, I'm calling the police right now. I'm calling the police right there in the car. I'm dropping a dime. I'm dropping a dime on my friend immediately. The moment he pulled off, I'm not co-signing none of that. I'm going to document it. If I got to film it, I don't know. I'm going to call somebody. No, I'm not getting caught up in your mess. Even if I got to jump out the car, open the door, and do a roll back, I'm out of there. I don't want no parts of this. I'm dropping a dime.
Sean's dropping a dime.
Put a number in chat room if you're dropping a dime on your friend.
You rolling out the car and then walking right to the nearest police station and giving a report and description.
If we're driving together and you do the hit and run and keep it pushing, even with little Timmy getting hurt, I'm dropping a dime on you.
Right. That's the right thing to do.
Welcome to the show this morning. God bless you guys. We truly appreciate you. All right, Senny, Marlene Brown, God bless. Marlene Brown is in there.
Hey, girl.
Awesome. Her, B-Love, and all of them. We was all, together on Friday. For our beloved Sharonda. Senny, what's going on? And look at these people walking. And mom is still in the nest. Senny gonna take pictures. Dad is out getting food, and mom is keeping the hatchlings warm right now.
Oh, please.
Okay, good. and that's the true family structure right there that we're looking at.
That is not the father. What are we doing right now? You want me to go into the story? Okay.
Yeah, go into the show. Welcome to the show, guys. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, welcome to the show.
Wait a minute. I'm in Queens tonight telling jokes at a loft hotel in Queens. I'm in Harlem on Thursday, Jersey Friday, Orlando Saturday, Stress Factory Sunday. Guys.
Wow, you have a lot of things going on. Excuse me. I'm sure many of you have heard the story is still developing. However, a teenage gunman has killed at least 19 children, and 2 adults at a primary school in the U.S. state of Texas in the deadliest school shooting in nearly a decade since Sandy Hook in Connecticut, where 20 children were shot. Governor Greg Abbott said one of the 2 adults killed was a teacher. State officials later confirmed that the second adult killed was also a teacher. Governor Abbott said the 18-year-old gunman opened fire at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, which is a small community about 50 miles west of San Antonio. Abbott said the gunman, identified as Salvador Ramos, a resident of Uvalde, was killed apparently by police officers responding to the scene. It is believed that he abandoned his vehicle and entered into the Robb Elementary School with a handgun, and he may have also had a rifle. However, that is not yet confirmed. Texans across the state are grieving for the victims of this senseless crime and for the community. After confusing early accounts of the death toll, the state attorney general's office, in an official statement, put the tally of lives lost at 19 children and 2 adults, including the gunman. Speaking from the White House hours later, a visibly shaken President Joe Biden urged people in the U.S. to stand up to the country's politically powerful gun lobby, which he blamed for blocking the enactment of tougher firearm safety laws. Biden also ordered flags flown at half-staff daily until sunset on Saturday in observance of the tragedy. and this was going to be Thursday was actually going to be the last day of school for these students at that school. So it's very disheartening.
Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. Mama Harvey, God bless you. Mama, I'll see you later on today, God willing. Me in Queens tonight. Father's Day show tour, Earthquake. Get your tickets. June the 19th at the Iron Mill. My heart breaks when this news broke, Senny, yesterday afternoon, right? In the afternoon. And another senseless school shooting. But for some reason, this one hit home for me. It was very disturbing. I was very sad, and I was very heartbroken to hear this information that these second graders and third graders and fourth graders were slain and murdered just going to school. And what really bothered me about it, Senny, was one of the mothers said that they had an award ceremony for the kids a few hours before,
Right.
an award ceremony. And then this person comes in and snuffs out these precious lives. And it's sad and it's an outrage. The coach of the Steve Kerr, the coach of the Golden State Warriors basketball team, had a press conference yesterday, and I'm going to play it in a moment. And he was very passionate about what he was talking about the gun laws and the lobbyists in this country. And this is the part of when this happens that breaks my heart with these here in the United States of America with these gun laws. And I preach about it all the time. And I know we all have kids and we have grandchildren, and this affects everyone. And in this country, Senny J, they passed a law for background checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it went through Congress, but it's parked in the Senate because they refused to sign this bill for, Senny, if you could get the bill up, if you don't mind, pause. I think it's NRA. I can't remember the number and the name of the bill, but it was a mandatory checks. I think they took the assault rifles away and then the body armor, all these things. And the gun lobbyists in this country is running, and we grapple about this all the time. I'm 100% for America. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Democrat. I'm an ultra liberal from New York City. I live here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. The gun laws in this country are horrific. We already know that there are so many guns out here in these streets that it's just uncontrollable at this moment. And if nothing happens with this, it's going to continue, unfortunately, for the near future. And why these parents throughout the country, my heart breaks for them this morning, that their beloved children just go to school and learn and have an education are gone, because a lot of it has to do with the policies with state laws and federal laws as far as gun control in this country. There's no other way around it. The average American and the average person can't make a gun. Senny, you and I can't make a gun right now.
Right.
We don't have the resources. We don't have the technology. We don't have the legislation. We don't have the funding. We don't. We can't make a gun.
Well, now people are, Shawn, with these 3D printers. You can make a gun.
Now
you can.
Now, King Abbott of Texas, boy, they got this state is almost, matter of fact, it's probably a country. Remember, they got their own power grid down there. They have one of the most liberal gun laws in the country, Senny J. And it's sad that the gun lobbyists are running the gun industry and the politicians are doing nothing about it. What did I propose? And our condolences go out to the family, and my heart breaks for it, for these families and these mothers and these grandmothers and these aunties and the teachers. It's just a horrific crime, and we hear it time and time again. See, when I proposed a few things, everybody thought I was out of my mind, and I'm going to propose them again. All schools, Senny J, in this country should be on permanent lockdown. Nobody comes in. Nobody comes in. Except for the parents. Nobody comes in. Nobody comes in. I said a few years back, Senny J, that you should build 100 to 200 yard parameter around every school, depending on the location of the school, and have TSA agents, Senny J, with metal detectors 100 yards away from the school, 100 yards away from the building. And then another detectors or whatever preventive measures when you get to the school, to the front building, to the building.
Shawn, these schools don't even get money for books to teach the kids in there. You think they're gonna do all of that? They're talking about they'd rather give teachers, arm them with guns.
That's not a good idea. Hold
on, of course it's not. But they'd rather do that.
Let me finish, and then I hear y'all. Barrier. I know it sounds crazy. Barrier, because Senny, if the country, this country has the money for it. They wrote a $1 trillion check when everybody was sick with corona. The feds have the money for it. If they propose today, Senny, if they made an announcement today that, hey, every school in America is going to have a 50 to 200 yard barrier, a metal detector, the barrier with TSA agents there, nobody's going to be against that. I don't see a parent being, well, maybe some, but most folks, Senny, if they made an announcement for your school district that your beloved kids go to, and they said, listen, next year we're going to have a 100-yard barrier around the school with metal detectors before you get to the building, are you for that?
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
It depends on how much it costs, though.
Just say they wrote a check and they paid for it. You ain't got to worry about it. Are you for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay. Put a number one if you're for a 100-foot barrier around the school. I know it sounds crazy, and Shawn, you don't know what you're talking about. Makes total sense to me. Senny, as far as the gun laws, I believe that you have to be a certain age to purchase a gun. And I would make that age 30 years old. In certain states in this country, Senny, you could be 17 and 18 years old and purchase a gun. Senny, my question to you is this. Do you think that a 17-year-old or 18-year-old should have a right to purchase a firearm in this country?
No.
Exactly. Put your thoughts in the chat room if you don't mind. So now, like in Buffalo, the young man was, 18, 20 years old, right? Well, how old was that young man? He was a very young man. He was eligible to purchase a gun. 30.
Yeah, he was 18.
18, okay. So let's move that to 32. 32 years old for you to get a gun. Okay. Barrier around the school. You have to be 32 years old to purchase a gun in this country. Unless you just, except for special circumstances and special credentials. Okay, Senny? And here I go again, and I know it's going to sound crazy, but I'm going to say it one more time. Average handgun, $350 to $1,000, right? Make the handgun 38, 9mm, or the regular guns. Make those guns, mark up those prices of those guns, CJ, to $17,000. With a particular credit score, with a massive background check, and you might have to finance the gun. $17,000, Senny. This wipes out the gun industry. I understand that. And bullets, $500 each. How many times I've been saying that? And boy, watch how crime you will. But by the time someone gets uh, angry enough to purchase a gun, they don't have the finances for it. And here's the most important part of this, Senny. Before you go on with the story and in your opinion, the assault rifle, Senny,
Right.
and body armor shouldn't be sold to a civilian in this country. How evil can you be to go to a school with a assault rifle or a supermarket and body armor to kill people? Yes, if there's a mental health issue here, yes. There is a lot of folks that are mental that own guns. They take all the people that are mental and we know that they're mentally sick or ill. They should. I'm telling you. I mean, I might catch some flack for this, but they shouldn't own a gun. Your thoughts, Senny. Continue on. God bless.
This is also it's 19 weeks into the year in America. This is the 198th mass shooting so far. We only hear about, what makes national news. Yeah. But with it being just 19 weeks into the year, this averages out to 10 attacks a week. The tally comes from gunviolencearchive.com, which is an independent data collection organization. The group defines a mass shooting as an incident in which 4 or more people are shot or killed, excluding the shooter. Prior to the Buffalo attack, the largest scale mass shooting this year was at a car show in Dumas, Arkansas on March 19th. That attack killed 1 person and injured 27. The U.S. has experienced, mass shootings, as are well known by now, are a common reoccurrence in the United States. Around this time last year, the U.S. had experienced a similar number of mass shootings, also about 10 a week. We ended 2021 with 693 mass shootings. The year before saw 611, and in 2019 there was 417. The massacres don't come out of nowhere, says Mark Folman, who has been researching mass shootings since 2012. This is planned violence. There is, in every one of these cases, always a trail of a behavioral warning sign. He also explains this in his book, Trigger Points. He says the role of mental health is also widely misunderstood. The general public views mass shooters as people who are totally crazy and insane. It fits with your idea of snapping, as if these people are totally detached from reality. However, that's not the case. These people are very rational, and they have a very rational thought process that goes into planning and carrying out these shootings. Right. As we've seen from, of course, the guy who did the Buffalo attack, who planned it out for months and, wrote a manifesto and things like that. And at the end of the day, any suggestion is better than what's happening now. However, the suggestions are only going to work if the people actually care about the people. And these people do not care. So at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. They'd rather make money. They're going to take this situation, politicize it, talk about how he came from Mexico and it's the Mexicans, and it fits with the Republicans' racist rhetoric that Mexicans are evil and we need to lock down the borders. And they'll put more money toward border security control than they will in fixing the gun problem.
And that's the main problem here with the gun lobbyists in this country. Rationalization and rationalizing and justification is the words of the day for the gun lobbyists in this country. Boy, they love their big sky country of Montana and Idaho, and you could take a rifle, you could go on and shoot. And this is what's holding us all back. 600 folks per year from 20 120 and 400 and change. I say that respectfully in my condolences in 2019. And yeah, I do agree with you on that. They're going to deflect this, Senny J, and they are going to say, no, the Mexicans, and it was this and it was that, and it just doesn't come back to it never comes back to the fact that the gun laws in this country is horrific and appalling and perplexed to me. What did they all say last night? All the politicians came out, we got to change, we got to do something. You say it all the time. It's the same message. It's the same thing, and it's unfortunate that these folks down in Texas, the folks in Buffalo, and everyone who's been a victim of this violence is out here hurting in this country. And there's not even there's not even a simple solution to even deal with the issue in the here and now. I just, if I was running things, what I just said, barriers around the school, 100, every school in this country, put a barrier around the school, 50 yards to 200 yards, hire some new TSA agents, put them out in the front, and we're going to do this like we do it at the airport. They ain't even do that.
But what about all of our grocery stores? These people are shooting anywhere there's a mass, and you can't even say these. And some of these places that these shootings are happening at, you're like, where even is that? You wouldn't even think of that place. So it's like you really don't know. You don't know when it's gonna pop off.
Yeah, and that's sad in this country.
It is.
You please be careful.
They want to talk about other countries all the time.
Well,
we're the only ones with this gun problem killing our own. But y'all want to talk about don't go over there. You're gonna die. I'm gonna die here.
Yeah, no, you're gonna die. But my whole thing is,
I'll be more quick to die over here. They don't have access to people in other places. Don't have access to guns like people over here do.
I totally agree.
Crazy.
I totally agree with that. And I've been saying that for years. The gun laws here are horrific in this country. We're killing each other each and every moment. See, even and Senny, if someone's saying something in the chat room, please feel free to read. And Senny, even before. Even when COVID, remember when COVID was March 20 and April and June, and everybody was dropping dead. Crime was soaring during COVID. And nobody even had the humility to stop and go, you know what, man, the virus is out here killing us. Let's stop with the crime for about 6 months until we figure it out. That didn't happen as well. Gun laws are, listen. And you know what's the sad part about it is, back in the day, you just took your kids, went to school, and you thought nothing of it. You put the Vaseline on little Timmy's face with the big, giant, oversized backpack, and you wondered how the hell he could carry all those books in that little frame in that 75-pound backpack. When we had books back in the day, now they got laptops. And Timmy went to school and he ate the sugary soda and the sandwiches back in the day before all the regulation and everybody was getting big and heavy. And you would never think that anything horrific would happen to your child. And we live in a society now and it's sad that I got to say this, like you have to literally pray over your child, over a second grader, a third grader, a fourth, a fifth grader, to see if you are able to see them when you get home at night. This is where we're at now. This is where we're at. It's very sad. It's scary. All my kids are grown, but you're right, Senny. This violence is not immune. It's not immune to school. Supermarkets, park. There go Dad again. And it's very scary.
That's crazy.
And you can't. It's very hard. And kids are smart. They know what it is.
It's just even more crazy that they don't want to do anything about it. Like they think it's like the people at top. It's like it makes you think. I don't understand how people don't go to conspiracy theories. You want to ban abortions. You want guns running rampant. Like, what is the real deal here? What is your real vision for this country? What do y'all want? Because it's very unclear. I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening.
And a lot of folks even dare to say, "Hey, man, it's 350." Hey, guys, I'm in Queens tonight telling these jokes. They say, Senny, there could be a law of averages. They say, "Hey, there's 350 million people in this country. We could lose a flu. It's not gonna hurt nobody."
Right? Are you trying to control the population?
And if you're thinking that way, that's insane. That's insane because you can't share that information or you can't articulate that to a grieving parent. And you just can't do it. You can't do it.
These parents are going to continue to grieve. Just like Parkland. Those parents in Florida still grieving at that shooting.
Even the folks in Connecticut, they're
Sandy
grieving.
Hook, they still grieving. There was another shooting. Listen, parents from Columbine is still grieving. These people do not care. These people do not care.
Are they saying anything, Chaplain?
Yes, they're all saying the same thing.
Okay,
They said it's horrible.
It's terrible.
Shout out to Denise Dimitrov. She said something is definitely going on. Something's going on, girl.
Well, yeah, we know what's going
Something's
on.
going on. The bottom line we can't see. Because why wouldn't you?
The conservative part of this country is not working.
Like, why is the NRA able to operate?
Yeah.
Who are these people? Shut them down. Shut them down, Joe.
Yeah.
NRA, you're done.
Right,
You can't be. Listen, women can't get abortions. Yeah. You don't have the right to have your thing. Yeah. Like, period. Yeah. Like, I don't understand why this is so hard.
And I think that
you're done.
And you know what? Let's have an old-fashioned fight. Put the military out there. Joe, stop the NRA. We'll get the military out there, and let's have an old-fashioned, good old gunfight.
But when I say tell the people to rise up, it's a problem. These people start fighting back against the government and what these people are doing, being like in Brazil and in the streets. That's when you get some change. People got to be ready to shake it up. But y'all want to keep getting shot, so go ahead. So y'all can go to work the next day and drink your coffee.
And before we take our first break, CJ,
wake it up.
When the conservative left, they preach, hey, here's a way we can work around this. Give all the teachers guns. Now, that is the worst idea I've ever heard, but it comes from the NRA fraction. They go fight fire with fire. No, that is not the solution here. Okay, let's go in real time. You have teachers that don't want to carry a gun. You think Miss Porter, the science teacher who's 63 years old, want to carry a gun?
And y'all gonna pay her the same.
Yeah, you're right. Pay her the same.
And they gonna pay her the
same. Knock it off, guys. So now the solution to the problem is more guns.
Right.
Oh, no.
Everybody, since it's so unsafe, everybody needs to be strapped.
Right.
That's why we need guns. Because these crazy, insane people are running around.
So then I'll tell you what. Why don't we just give the second and third graders and fourth graders guns too?
They wouldn't mind that. They want everybody.
Give them that. Everybody has a gun.
They want everybody to be strapped except black people.
But the one thing that I always preach about, we can never in this country unilaterally agree on one issue. We just can't do it. Even if the facts are right in front of you, can't do it. The city, the grass is green across the street, but there's 12 other people that go, look at the grass being green and go, that's not green. It's not green because underneath that color, it's another color that was created by somebody else. Can't just say it's green. Today's a sad day, and I know we cover the news, sports, entertainment. We laugh here. This is a humorous show. Sometimes I question some of y'all folks for even listening to this show. Well, God bless you if you do. And then when these moments happen, we have to chop it up and we all have to share because that's what we do here. Get your morning started right. And we have to share this information. Folks that have children in elementary school, Senny, this affects me. My beloved Cal, my bonus son, he's in elementary school.
Yeah, the school was
and your kids and your children are in school.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of kids in school here. Like, this affects everyone.
It does. And this was going to be their last week of school.
Right. Oh no, I thought you said, is this the last week or yesterday? Tomorrow was the last
No,
day.
yeah. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow would be their
Their
last
day of school. Look at
This
that.
was it for them. It's going to go on to their summer
Yep.
and have a good time.
And do what young kids do. Have fun.
It's always sad when it's a school shooting. I don't even know how
terrible.
this happens.
All right, see, look, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick 30-second break. Put a number one chat room if you're enjoying the show. Put a number two if you're not. Let's take a 30-second break. See, we'll be right back.
Share on the break. Share the show.
All right, we are back, Senny, 56 minutes after y'all. Welcome back, Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Wake Up Team. That's what Senny J, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Wednesday, May the 25th. Weird Wednesday, we're in the building. Senny, what's going on? God bless you. What the hell is going on?
I know.
While I sit down.
There's a lot going on, Shawn, but you all know we do have a new segment we're doing here, and we are going to have the name for it faux show very soon. But it's an advice section, and like I said before, you guys feel free to email us. Keep yourself anonymous or not. We don't have to say your name. Email us at the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Roll out the Shawn Harvey Morning Show at gmail.com. And you can have your situation read for us to give our opinion on it. You got the lovely chat room. You got me, Shawn, Tamiko, Barbi, whoever should be here on the day. And we'll let you know what we think. So I have a letter here, and it's discussing if this is a red flag or not. What should she do? So let me know. It says, hey, wake up team. I have an issue, and I'm borderline done with it. So I'm looking to get some outside help to see if I'm overreacting. My boyfriend and I have been dating for 5 months, and things have been going okay. He's checking all of my boxes. However, whenever he comes over, because we live in separate apartments, he's quick to fall asleep. I want to say 80 to 90% of the time he comes over, he falls asleep. Now, in his defense, he does work 40, sometimes 60 hours at work over the course of 4 days, and then he's off for 3 days. But he's been at this job for a few years, and his sleep schedule should be adjusted by now. When I talked to him about it, he told me that he gets his best sleep when he's with me and that I'm his safe place. But at this point, it is getting on my nerves. I'm trying to fight feelings that something else may be going on. I want to be able to go out with my boyfriend and enjoy our time together before we get back to our busy work schedules. Am I overreacting? Should I press the issue or just wait it out?
Good morning, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning start, right? Like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Featuring the Wake Up Team on all media. God bless you guys, and God bless you guys in general. What's the email again for folks? And you could be anonymous.
The Shawn Harvey Morning Show at gmail.com.
Well, young lady, if your man keep falling asleep when he's in your crib, there's something wrong with you. There's no way in hell that you're gonna be in a relationship only 5 months. 5 months. That's that rock and roll part of the relationship. That's that having sex for no reason part of the relationship. That's that taking pictures and letting that. That's at 5 months. That's when you letting it be known that you're in a relationship. That's when you're texting all day. That's when you sending emojis. That's when you're sending in terms of endearment. That's when you're posting on social media. You're having a great day. That's when you're going out to restaurants. You're getting to know each other. 5 months, it's a sexcapade sexual situation. 5 months into the relationship. 5 months into the relationship, there's a rebirth.
Wow.
There's a rebirth of chemicals in your body. Your swag different at 5 months in a relationship. There's no time for sleep. There's planning. There's late night talks. You're singing to your beloved. You're doing everything on 5 months into a relationship. So in 5 months, if he's sleeping all through the night in your house, miss, there's something wrong with you. Because when I was in a relationship for 5 months, it was going down. Oh, we couldn't keep our hands off each other for that first 5 months. Oh, in those first 5 months, we was hanging on each other's word in those first 5 months. When those first 5 months in the relationship, Senny J, I didn't know who existed. Oh, in those first 5 months, you know how it is, everybody that's been in a relationship. Those 5 months are the best times of that new relationship. But this guy's over there sleeping all the time. There's a problem. And that's not a problem with him. There's a problem with you. 5 months into the relationship, oh, my God, you're complimenting each other. 5 months in the relationship, you're floating. You're just out there floating. There's no time for sleeping. And Senny, when you was in a relationship and your friend that first 5 months, was you sleeping? No.
No, I wasn't, but...
That was the honeymoon phase of the relationship. That's when we made a conscious decision to be with each other. And we dove right in, Senny J. Well, not you and I. In a relationship. Senny, I saw you in a 5 month relationship. No, well, in the first 90 days, you was in a romantic bliss. And it's the appropriate way to act.
I was.
But I'm not mad at you. We all should be.
Yeah, Shawn, but I okay.
What do you mean, okay?
Yes.
What do you mean,
that
okay?
Could, yes.
5
she
months,
could
Senny,
be a
we're
little
holding hands.
Regardless if she's, yes, that is a hot time in your relationship.
You're damn right.
But it seems like these are two people that work a lot. You know, he works 4 days, like all these hours. So it seems like he's gone most of the day. And, you know, she probably has her Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 or whatever. So the time that they don't live together. So the times that they do get to spend together, you're sleeping. Listen, if I'm that boring to you, then maybe we shouldn't be together. If you know what I'm saying? If I don't entertain you. And I mean, I get him saying, you know, I have my best sleep when I'm with you, but it's like, bro, when we're sleeping, okay.
Senny.
But how you consciously make a decision to come over here and you just go and sleep?
Senny, boy, I don't know if you even listen to the story. I'm
you
a
know
man.
When you see
Senny,
your
I'm
man,
a man.
you wanna...
I'm a man. 5 months into a relationship, smash City all the time. Senny,
okay, you can smash on, but you can only do smashing. So what's the smash if you're just gonna go to sleep after? We could be smashing all the time. The problem is you're sleeping when we should be doing stuff together.
Senny, again,
you
it's her. It's not him. Let me tell you something. When I was when my wife and I started dating, and in that 5th month, Senny, at that time, my wife was working overnights. She's working overnights. I was working around the clock. We had no time to sleep. We was out dating. We was out smashing. We was having a great time in our relationship and spending time with each other. We didn't have no time to sleep. I didn't go over her house and was sleeping 5 months into the relationship.
Okay, well, then...
If I wasn't interested, I would be out the door. This guy now is using this young lady for rest. But I think it has everything to do with her, because there's no way that you're in a relationship for 5 months and you're a man. Because men, when we fall in love, especially those early stages of a relationship, you know we are so infatuated with these women. You know we going all out for them. You know we gifting them. You know we doing all the things we have to do to pursue the vagina. But if we're sitting there and we're not interested, there's two reasons. It's either us, but mainly it's her. You're not feeling her, bro. He's not feeling this woman. And then she has a nerve enough to email us to talk about it.
Well, yeah, Shawn, you could be a little nicer about it. It's all in your delivery.
Well, miss, you're going to get the cold reality here. It's you. It's you. There is no way that a man is falling asleep in a new relationship 5 months in and you're not doing nothing or not going out.
It seems more her problem is they're not going out. Like, they're not doing fun things. And yes, girl, maybe it is time to move on. I mean, he's, obviously you've expressed this to him and, he came up with, you're my moon and stars and sky, but your actions are saying different. So maybe you need to distance yourself. Instead of him coming over, be like, no, or just tell him this is not going to work for me. If things don't change, then I think this is going to be the end of our relationship. Because you are the prize girl. Your name is not melatonin.
What? Are you serious right now? Like I said, a man.
What?
A man.
So you're saying if she's boring, then why is he even with her? So
because
then she needs to.
Because he's using her.
Yeah. So then she needs to break
something
up.
Else. She's using us for something else.
Let me see the chat.
Shawn,
Natalie Wright says, Shawn, she need help from her chat room family. Don't say that.
Shawn Harvey.
Vanetta said, right, Senny, I'm not emailing nothing in to feel like that. Exactly.
Hey,
calm down.
Hey, do you want the truth or not? You want me to, okay. Hold on, Danielle. You want me to
That was Vanetta.
Hold on, Danielle, hold on.
Oh,
okay.
Danielle's on the phone?
Okay. Natalie and Vanetta and all the others. And Danielle, hold on, I got you. You want me to sugarcoat this? Okay, I will. Young lady, it's not you. It's him. You're very sweet and you're a loving person. Even though he falls asleep on you every freaking night of the week. And he's not interested. Men ain't crap. And there's a guy out there for you, young lady.
Yeah.
And it's not your fault.
Thank you.
It's not you.
Thank you.
Okay? He doesn't have the desire to hold your hand out in the middle of the street 5 months into the relationship. It's not you. It's him.
Thank you.
Okay? I'm sorry. Young lady, matter of fact, I apologize. I want to keep it real with you, but they won't allow me to. It's not you. It's him. It's society, and it's the whole world. You're a lovely lady. And I hope that you do better. Get rid of this guy. Okay? Okay, miss? I'm sorry. Senny, Vanetta, Natalie, all right. I apologize. Okay? I'm not gonna keep it real. Okay? I'm not gonna say that. It's her. Okay? I'm not gonna do it because there's no way in hell. Senny, if Danielle and I was in a relationship and we was in 5 months into our relationship, it's on and popping.
So, Shawn, some people's sex is not the height of their relationship.
I'm not talking about the sex part.
But
We going to
the
park. We post it on social media. I don't care if Danielle's working in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day. It's on and popping at 4 months.
All right.
Everybody, Danielle's on the phone.
I'm waiting.
Hold on. Hold on, Danielle. Go ahead. God bless you. Go ahead.
First of all, Shawn, good morning, Senny.
Hey, girl.
I was like, oh, he out here written like his name is Kevon Samuels. Okay.
Kevon Samuels. I'm weak.
Because the delivery was rough and raw.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And a lot of points, Shawn. I put in the chat room facts. You are right. That 5 month stage is supposed to be blissful. It's supposed to be lustful. And then there is a problem. I don't know if it's her. I'm not going to blame her. I'm not going to blame him. But she needs to delve into, does he even have an apartment? Did she ever go to his place? Does she know where he lives? Is he homeless? I mean, what's really happening here? We don't know the variables if she knows and has been to his place. And I do understand that, all of these hours he worked. Listen, bruh, Look, because I've said it. I've said it. Listen, bruh, can we go out? Can we have some date nights sometimes? 'Cause my house is not the place to be all the time, and your house is not the place to be all the time. And if you can't convey that, and they say okay, and take that into consideration and say okay, and y'all go out on dates, it can be a cheap date, it could be an expensive date, but take me the hell out. I don't want to be in the house. So I get what she's saying, but she has to make it known. And if she say it and it's not being um, executed, then she got some changes to make. If that's one of the issues in her relationship.
5 months in?
But Shawn is right. Shawn is right. You're supposed to be having a good time in that window of dating.
Even if the
5 months?
even
5 months is too early to be coming over my house sleep.
Right.
Like we've been in a relationship 3 years and we live together.
Senny, even if the dude was homeless, even if he was, it puts it down and say, even if he was homeless,
He better do his best shucking and jiving.
right. Even if he was,
homeless.
even if he was homeless, and she didn't find out yet before she threw him out, there was still that. I'll use Danielle's word, still that blissful moment. There's no way in hell in 5 months that this guy is sleeping.
It's not supposed to fizzle out.
Not at 5 months. 5 months is on the popping. 5 months we doing. I was going off the curve. We feeding the ducks.
I'm weak.
I'm smacking some ass. She's smacking my ass.
We're having a good time. We're having a good time. We're going to movies. We're going to dinner dates. We might play pool. We might go play, what's that? Play golf is what I call it. You know, the golf.
Miniature golf.
Miniature golf, yeah. Like you doing little things, you finding things to do. You saying, oh babe, I saw this. Y'all want to go check this out, or different things. You're just not gonna be sitting in my house.
Exactly.
You're not gonna be laying in my house sleep.
We're gonna be playing with each other. There's gonna be a lot going on.
You're gonna take me to Pound Town every time.
5 months? He's sleeping?
Not 5 months you sleep.
And she's not even.
While you continue to sleep, I'm gonna continue to creep because you're playing games. So.
Miss, I apologize for my delivery. I'm sorry. I'm a little rough on the edges.
That's all right,
but there's
Shawn.
something going on with you, Miss.
I agree with you on this one, Shawn. I'm sorry.
There's something going on.
Something's going on.
When men make that decision to lock into a woman, let's forget about the whole other part of the man and all that. But when a man locks in on that relationship until something catastrophic happens, that man is locked in.
Yeah.
There's no sleeping. There's no coming over sleeping. We're going out. We're doing things 5 months in. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's concerning to her because they're still so early.
She better have a sit down and have a sit down and really have a conversation with him. See, that's the thing. People don't want to communicate to the other person. They just want to see if it's going to, ride out or, work itself out. No, have a sit-down conversation so nobody's time is wasted. Nobody's time is wasted. Listen, sir, I like you a lot, but it seems you come over here and you fall asleep. I'm not really liking that. I like to go out. I like to do things. I like to be out and about with my guy. Is that something that you can deliver?
Oh, my God. Danielle, that's 5 years into the relationship. 6 months. 5 months.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. A conversation needs to be had because you're not gonna waste my time into the 6 months.
Right.
You're not gonna waste my time into the 6 months. So I'm gonna have this conversation. So what we doing here? Are we going out? Because I like to go out. Oh, we not? Oh, okay. Heard you. And I'm gonna go about my business, sir. I don't think this is gonna work because it seems that you're always tired. You have a lot of priorities, and you don't know how to juggle work-life balance. If you don't know how to juggle work-life balance for me, you gotta roll out.
Senny.
Yes.
Senny, 6 months, 5 months into relationship, it's hump fest.
Sometimes Shawn go off on the deep end, but Shawn, when I'm with you, when you ride, I'm with you, Shawn.
When you're right, he's with you. Yeah, some other people in the chat room. Beanie Green, definitely, she said she should plan like a date night or something, like seeing what's going on. And
I'm going to find out, are you homeless or not first, sir? Because it seems that you're always asleep over here. Now, what's going on? Are you that tired? Are you that tired?
And listen, as a man, 5 months into a relationship like this, I'm planning things. We're both planning together.
Facts.
We're out. I'm infatuated with you.
Now I got to break my neck and plan all of this stuff because you tired? If you don't get the...
And 5 months into a relationship, I'm coming to the crib. Get dressed, honey. We going out. We got something to do.
Facts.
Yeah.
Shawn, I'm with you when you right. I'm with you when you right, bro.
I'm not going to sleep.
So maybe, girl, what you need to do
Smash.
is
He's just smashing her.
is
She's just getting smashed.
see if definitely communicate with him. Let him know. I know you guys had to sit down before where she said that he said that he feels safe with her and he gets the best sleep
I
there.
feel safe with you too. But listen, sir, I like to go out.
Yeah, you
Right.
need to communicate.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
you
hold
need
on,
to
hold on.
communicate beyond that. And it's summertime coming up, girl. Yes.
Hold on, Danielle. He's using her for a smash. How does she, Miss? I say this in the most respectful way, Miss. This is Shawn, your friend. I'm still your friend. How do you look, my man? What's going on for you? How do you look? I want to know how you look. Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Barbi, Senny J. God bless. Who's this? Hello? Okay, hold on.
Make sure you put it on speaker. Yeah. We so
Danielle.
Yes.
I appreciate you.
Danielle.
Naroma said he thinks her house is a sleepover.
Yeah, we're not
Danielle, how fast you tossing this guy
I
out?
gotta get back on the clock. But I
That's
just
right.
wanted
She's
to
fresh from break.
convey that to you guys. Y'all have a good day.
We
Thank
love
you.
you, Danielle. She's back to work. She's like, I gotta go.
She's fresh from breaking.
Danielle, you back in the office? You at home, girl?
Oh yeah.
I don't know how she looks. What does that matter? This man.
It can't be a smash. I'm just keeping it
She
real.
didn't send a picture with the letter, with the note. Y'all, it don't matter what she look like.
It does matter.
No, it doesn't.
Sure it does.
Regardless, the guy's with her and been with her for 5 months.
It does matter.
She said,
It does matter. Shawn Harvey Morning Show with Senny J. God bless. Who's this?
Yo, what's up, Shawn? It's your boy Drew, Wake and Bake.
"Hey, Drew, what's
Let's clap
going
for
on?"
Drew.
Guys, shout out to the bad grandpa.
That's right. This is our guy.
That's right. Yo, let me tell you, Shawn, that's exactly what that is. That's a sleepover. Homie just using a place where he can rest his bed,
Right.
eat some snacks, and be gone with it. I mean, from a man, I've done that. I know. Keep it a buck. Guys do that when they really not attached to a woman or when they really not feeling a female, and it's just a loving touch. They'll do that. We'll do that shit. We'll do that foul shit.
See,
That's just facts.
yo, Drew, I love you, bro.
Oh, man.
Bad grandpa. Always keep it real when he call it. It's
Yeah,
not.
man, there's
It's
no
not
other way to
him.
keep it.
If a man is infatuated 5 months, he's gonna let the world know this is my boo. We hanging
Let me
out. We
tell you,
doing.
I'm getting married soon, right?
Oh.
Oh,
On your
okay.
way, Shawn. I'm giving up the community. Whoop. You already know. But,
You're locking down one vagina, huh?
yup, that's it.
Good.
It's been locked down for a couple of years now. Between COVID and this, anyway, that's a story for another day. But,
Okay,
yo,
cool.
check it. But the
Congratulations.
first thing she told me
Yeah.
was, hey, yo, you just not about to lay down the pipe and we ain't going nowhere. And we ain't doing nothing. That's not happening.
Right.
Off the rip. Didn't take 5 months. Didn't take 2 months. That shit happened like 3 weeks in. And if you don't have those kind of conversations, and sometimes people are just uncomfortable, but then they want to blame the other person because they don't want to have these real conversations.
Right. Miss, I'm sorry, Miss. There's a smash situation going on here. That's all this is.
Yep.
He smacked, and Drew just said, and us, Miss Senny, us men, we do it a lot. Women do it as well, but men do it more. It's
Yes.
just a smash situation. He's coming through. He's eating. He's sleeping. He's smashing. He's out the door. I wouldn't be shocked if he's in another relationship. That's all this is.
Yep.
That's
Can I
all
just
this
add
is.
one more thing?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Especially if a brother is unemployed. Oh, Jesus, is it going to get reckless.
Right.
Just keeping it a buck.
Keep it a buck. But you know what, Drew? When I keep it a buck, I'm being mean.
It was your
You're not
delivery.
being mean. You're just being you. Just like I'm not being mean. I'm just being me.
Thank you. Hold on, Drew. Hold on, brother. Because you get it, my friend. Shawn Harvey Morning Show with Senny J. God bless.
God bless. Good morning, y'all.
Hey,
This
Naroma.
is Joel. How
Hey,
y'all
girl.
doing?
Good.
God bless you.
We got God bless you too. I agree with you, Sean. Too, it's something else he's with her for, but it sure ain't a relationship. Sleeping. He might be homeless, or he could be gay. He could be anything but interested in doing much with her.
Wow.
Period.
Y'all went to gay.
There ain't nobody gonna just sleep on the cookies like that, please.
Or going out. So let me ask you this question. Let's all be honest with ourselves. And I want to ask the ladies first. And I'm going to ask you, Roma's on the phone, everybody. Ro, God bless her. Senny and all the ladies in the chat room, have you been involved in a situation like that where dude is coming through, smashing you? Hear me out. It's okay. Have you guys ever been in a relationship where dude just came to make a deposit, get some sleep, and got the hell out of there? And that's all this was.
Yes, when I decided to have a booty call relationship until I got tired of it, yes, it did happen to me.
And thank you for your...
I have experienced that.
Hold on a second,
that
bro.
That was on me.
Hold on a second, bro.
Oh, I love her.
Hold on. Shawn Harvey Morning Show with Senny J. God bless.
How's it going? This is John Greer.
Oh, John.
Hey, John.
Let's clap for John.
What's going on?
I just wanted to talk about the sleeping.
Yeah. Hold on, John. And John, I'm good on September the 24th.
Okay.
What?
Senny, have you ever fell victim to a man coming through, making his deposits, getting some sleep, and getting the hell out of there, and you only known the guy for 5 months?
No, that's never
I
happened.
don't believe you. John, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, John.
Now you don't believe me.
I had to call in, for the fellas over here because I'm a professional person myself, and I work a lot of hours. I coach Little League, and, I do jobs on the side. Sometimes you're just tired. I'm not saying never to go out, but, it don't got to be every week. So it depends what we're talking about. Is she talking about they don't go out every week? Because that could be a little excessive, especially with people's schedules.
John.
I don't know. We need more background.
John.
Yeah.
What kind of... John! John!
I'm here.
John!
I'm here.
What type of man are you? What type of man are you, John?
John's talking.
I don't give a damn how many little leagues you coach, how much of a
John
professional
is
you are.
tired.
I don't care. 5 months into that relationship, like Danielle said, you in that bliss, bro. We doing things. We going out. You claiming that ass. John!
I'm claiming some sleep because I got to get up and work in the morning. Ain't no relationship worth my job.
Hey.
Tag that.
He
said tag that. There's no relationship worth his job.
Ain't no relationship worth my job.
Who said that?
You're talking about 5 months, and I lay that out front though. I'm like, I'm very busy. This is my schedule. And that's what maybe he needed to do. But she knows he's working up to 60 hours in 4 days. That doesn't hit you. What you want him to do? Some cocaine?
Well, you're right. And
he's not right.
No, listen. He probably does have a strenuous job because usually jobs like that, it's some type of, manufacturing or something like that, some factory type job or whatever, or he's traveling. And she did say that he checks all of her boxes. So I'm assuming they have a good, healthy relationship. They go out sometimes, but a lot of the time, taking her out or just doing something fun or interacting is not on the top of his list. And I think that, I get what you're saying, John. He could just be tired, but maybe it's a scheduled thing. What days are he coming over? Is he coming over in between his shifts, or is he coming over when he's seemingly supposed to be off for the next 3 days?
Hey, John. God bless. You still there, John?
Yeah, I'm here.
It might be a scheduling thing.
John.
Maybe have him come over on different days, girl. Like, what days is he coming over? We need more information.
Well,
John.
yeah, I mean, if he gets 3 days off and he's sleeping those 3 days, well, then, that's something different. Maybe sleep one of those days. You still got 2 good days.
Right, right.
John.
What's up, Sean?
I shared the opening statement of this conversation, saying, Jay, that when I was dating my wife, God bless her. God bless that woman. 5 months in the relationship, she was working overnights and I was working 24 hours a day. Nobody was getting any sleep. And we was making it happen. When a man decides to be with this woman, 5 months is that moment where there is no barriers in front of us. I get what you're saying. Ain't no relationship worth that job. I wasn't even going there with that. But when men make a decision, and I understand, John, you got the little league, you got the professional job, you got 4 other jobs. I get it. But when a man makes a decision to be with a woman 5 months into that relationship, like Puffy say, can't stop, won't stop, bro. I'm going in. Even if I'm not even getting no sleep, because you know why? We gonna talk about not getting any sleep. We gonna talk about how we did the all-nighters. We still texting each other in the middle of the night. We gonna make it work.
To give him some B12s.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I like where John is coming from. He's not saying to throw the relationship away. He said in the chat room, we break it up over sleep.
Exactly. That is crazy. If he's checking all your boxes and all you need to do is figure out how to spend a little more quality time together, like, work it out, figure it out.
Yeah.
On the right planet.
Yeah, I think that this relationship can be saved.
No, it's not.
Girl just needs to communicate. They need to work out a better schedule, and I think that they can survive.
No.
I don't think you should make her get introspective and have a self-esteem issue talking about she boring.
John, let me ask you this question. John Greer's on the phone, guys.
Yeah.
John,
You're mean.
and John, I know I mean. I know I mean. I don't give a damn. John, let me ask you this question. And John, you talking about this with all your buddies at work?
All right.
John, have you ever, like the bad grandpa? Is Prentice in the chat room?
Yeah, Prentice is in the chat room.
Like the rest of John, have you ever in your adult life had relationships with a woman where you just made deposits and kept it pushing?
Listen,
and went over and got some sleep. And went over and got some sleep, made deposits and kept it pushing. Have you ever been in a relationship like that?
Well, those aren't actual relationships, though. That's just bank deposits.
John, have you ever been in a relationship? John, have you ever been in a relationship where you just made deposits, my friend, came over, went to sleep? She was a nice girl. It was nice. It was okay. She's okay. She's even nice enough to even take outside.
Protect your peace, John.
John, have you ever been in a relationship? Because I know myself, bad grandpa, who just admitted it. I know Princess Cox, no Paul's Black Heart. We've had make deposits in relationships and just hung out and just got some sleep. John, have you ever been in that situation, my friend?
I've never had to do that. I'm sorry.
He's never been. John.
But Sean, in a relationship, there's nothing. In a relationship, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Nobody says it has to be fireworks every time. But when 80 to if she's saying almost every time you come over, you want to go to sleep, you don't got a plan, we ain't going out, then it's a problem. But yes, in a relationship, of course, sometimes y'all just don't do nothing. It's just like whatever. It ain't no big to do. So of course that happens in relationships.
Where's John? John.
I'm right here.
John, I'm more concerned.
The real question is, are you getting with a woman just to sleep there?
No, yeah, John.
To not have any intention for her?
I've always had my own place. So.
Wait, John. We've all had our own. John, I'm concerned about you, my friend. And I'll tell you why. Senny, this is a grown-ass man. I'm assuming that this is a grown-ass man that's accomplished things in his life.
Naroma said you left her on phone.
Yo, Naroma, I'll get back to you. God bless you. John is more. Roro, you and I survived the crack years. I'm here working on John right now. John is my top priority right now, Ro. Hold on, I got you. John, and thank you for your transparency, my friend, on this show. God bless. He just admitted on this show, CJ, that he's never been in a relationship where he just came over, made deposits, and smashed and slept and just bounced. I commend you for that, for your truth, my friend, and your honesty. But what's the deal with that, bro? Because most men, Princess and a lot of us, we got that dirtbag thing going, and we've been through this situation in our lives. John, why haven't you been in a relationship with a woman, and you made a deposit, pause, and it was just a sex thing, and you just, slept there and you left? Why that's never happened in your life, my friend?
No. That's friends with benefits. That just never gets serious. I'm talking about in a serious relationship. That's never been.
You just said that you've never been in this type of situation.
He said in that relation. He said that's not a relationship.
John, this is your moment right now, bro. This is your moment. John, this is your moment right now. Tell me that you've had relations with women where you just smashed. You slept over there for a few months or whatever, and you kept it pushing. Please tell me, man to man, brother, that you've been in a relationship like that. Please, sir.
Slept over? No, I always went home.
That's not John. That's not him, Sean.
That's not him.
Everybody's not
That's
like
not me.
you.
Everybody's not like me and Princess.
They're not.
What is Princess saying?
Prentice said he made a deposit in the next man's apartment and fell asleep by accident. That's what's going on in Prentice's world. So, no, that's right, John. John is living life.
John, you're a good guy. Let's clap for John. All right, God bless you, John.
We appreciate you, John. Wow. Telling his truth. Wow. He's sticking up for the working guy. Mike Baker. Mike, are you the one from England? Let me know. Mike is over here. He's saying, maybe he's saving up his money. He's saying his funds might not be right at the moment.
Doesn't matter.
Mike is saying, can a man sleep? She needs to communicate. Mike said she's taking a break from home. So Mike said, I'm definitely clapping some cheeks before I fall asleep and after I wake up if it's new. So I guess he agrees with you on that.
Princess, you and I, that's it, brother?
Not y'all slapping cheeks.
Princess, hold on, Ro. Hold on, Ro. Princess, hold on. Let me put the camera. I got to talk to Princess. Hold on, Ro. I got you. Princess, God bless you, bro. Are you and I, Princess, the only one on Gilligan's Island? We're the only dirtbags in this room that's experienced this? Just you and I, my friend? It's just the two of us, pause, that can admit the fact that we made deposits and hung out with women and just he said he made a deposit in other women's house before the man got home. Princess, thank God you and I are in this together, my friend. And thank you for your honesty. Go ahead, Ro.
He said it was in the Bronx too, bro.
You look, you had me on hold like the guy got her.
Right. He had you on hold like the guy's sleeping.
I understand. You trying to work with somebody who's in denial about whatever. And then again, maybe he's not in denial. Some guys don't want to admit, they used to be crummy or whatever.
Right.
But you and Princess Cox don't mind, don't mind saying that. And I don't mind saying, I done played the fool more than one time, So,
and that's what I appreciate about you. That's what I appreciate about you.
Yeah, I don't know the situation, but there's a few guys who maybe were serious about whoever they slept with, and it wasn't just a sleepover. You know what I mean? But I, in my mind, most men had a little sleepover, a booty call every now and again.
Yes.
Ro, you know what? I really appreciate you. I appreciate all of you, but I really appreciate you. You and I survived the crack years. That's the first thing. But, Ro, you admitted on this show, and thank you, that you fell victim to the smash. Dude just came over, smashed you, got a nap and left, and he did that a few times, and then the relationship was over. Senny J couldn't even. Senny's looking at Dad over there. Senny,
Is it the two of them there now?
Senny couldn't even admit the fact that she was a jump off back in the day. Senny, now one guy came over your crib, smashed you for a few weeks, and just slept over there and just bounced. That's never happened to you?
She won't admit that when we all actually witnessed that. Shame on you, Senny. You must be crazy.
I am talking about.
You got to get real with us. No.
Right.
That was the same thing. I don't give a daggone if it was 3 months, 4 months, 2 months, 1 month. That's what it was. It wasn't a full. It was just a temporary relationship, a jump off.
But it wasn't though. I didn't have anybody. If I slept with somebody, yeah, I would have like a one night stand. But I was not in a relationship with somebody for over a month or two, where we weren't doing anything, and he's just coming over to sleep. Yes, I said, Shawn, that happens in relationships. Everybody, if you have relationships in with your people where you have sex and you don't do anything else.
Cindy, you telling me
that does happen.
Cindy,
but I'm saying to continuously be in a relationship where you're just using me for sex, no.
So you never been in a relationship for about a month, a dude just coming over?
I was in a relationship for 9 years. Of course my man's going to come over, we're going to have sex, and he's going to leave.
That type of relationship.
But you're talking like a situationship, a sneaky link.
Come through, came through.
Yeah, but that's what it is. That's not a committed relationship. We're talking about a committed relationship.
Okay,
why are you moving the goalposts? We're talking about a woman who's in a committed relationship. We're not talking about a single person. Yes, if you're talking about me being a single person, yes, I have slept with people.
Right, and they just made deposits and kept it pushing.
Yes.
Thank you.
That happens, but we're talking about being in a committed relationship. Everybody has had jump offs or slide offs or sneaky links. If you're an adult person who is sexually active, you're gonna have that. There are people that don't do that are celibate, that decide not to have sex. I was talking about being in a committed relationship. You just talking about this. That's not what this lady is writing in about. She's not talking about a situationship. She's talking about somebody that she's in a committed relationship with. She's not seeing anybody else, and he's constantly sleeping when he comes over her place.
Cindy, I'm saying that she's in that type of relationship in her relationship.
Well, okay. Well, then if that's what you're saying, then say that. Your communication is all off. You talking about, I don't think that she feels that she's in a situationship. They're in a committed relationship.
I'm trying to tell you what it is.
Well, okay. If that's what you want to say to her, ma'am, you're in a one-sided situationship.
Exactly.
He's leaving you as a sneaky link.
Exactly.
Okay, then say that.
All right, go ahead. I've been saying that. Go ahead.
No, you're not. You're saying something else.
What else? Go ahead, Ro. You got the last word.
Basically, okay. Senny, I apologize, but basically that's what it. No, that's what it is. She thinks in her head, in her mind, because she wants to be in a committed relationship. That is not a committed relationship. It's one-sided, plain and simple. So me and Shawn, we get real on when it come down to stuff like that. We have experienced it. We understand it. We understand people when they go in denial about it and the whole nine. We're letting her know that is not a committed relationship, and she needs to jump ship before the ship sinks, because it's already sinking. He's sleeping all the time.
And Ro, when that dude was running through you on a regular basis,
I enjoyed the sex.
Thank you.
And then when I got tired, because that's all it was, I told him to go on about his business. He want my number. I said, no, you can't get my number. He changed his number like he changed the drawers. And I understand what I was dealing with. I accepted that at the time until I got tired, and I left him alone. Never looked back.
Ladies, put a number 1 in the chat room if you was that.
We don't even know if they're having sex like that. She didn't say he's coming over. We're having sex and he's going to sleep.
Excuse
me.
She
just said
5 months in.
Knocked out.
She just said he's sleeping.
Cindy's in a lot of denial. All right, Ro. God bless you.
No, I'm looking at the situation from all what it is. You just want to focus on sex all the time.
I'm not focusing on
Yes, you are.
I'm saying if
you
a man...
You done turned the whole situation into a sneaky link relationship based off of sex.
Cindy,
We're talking about the situation. What if this man is depressed?
Cindy,
what if there's something else?
Cindy, are you hearing me?
What are you saying?
If a man is in a relationship for 5 months, he's going to do whatever he can to keep this relationship pushing, to entertain this woman.
Okay.
He's not doing that. He's
Okay.
smashing.
But
and
how? Where did
leaving.
you get he was smashing and leaving from what I read?
Because I'm a man. That's
No,
what he's
you're
doing.
taking it to that in your
I'm
mind.
telling you what
We're
he's
talking
doing.
about the situation. She did
Senny,
not say that.
Senny, this is what he's doing.
If-
5 months in, he's smashing
If
and he's
she
out of there.
felt like that's what all he was doing, I think she would know that that's what it is.
Well, some women don't realize it, or some
And she
men don't
didn't
realize
say
it
that.
at
She
the
didn't
time.
say every time we have sex, he's just sleeping and leaving, and I feel like I'm a side chick.
He's-
She didn't say that.
Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Senny J, God bless.
Good morning. I'm just happy to be here.
Hey, Raul.
God bless you. Mr. Makes Sense, Mr. Sensational's on the phone. God bless you. Rel, before you say anything, let me ask you a question.
Okay, ask me the question. Talk.
Have you ever been in a situation, my friend, where you was in a short-term relationship with 5 months, within 5 months, where you came over, you made your deposit, you slept for a few hours, and you kept it pushing? Have you ever been in that type of situation?
A few times.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, continue.
Raul, did you listen to the story that I read, what the
listened
girl's
to the
asking for, not his weird-ass question about being a jump-off? Go
I
ahead.
did listen to the story. I just want to say, Sydney, she could also not want to disclose certain information, like our good Barbi, that doesn't like to talk about her sexual things that go on in her life, right? So she may just have left that out because she may just not want to talk about it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel that there's any way that a dude is just coming over and going straight to sleep. I feel like he's coming over, and she may have left this out. And we can only know if we ask her. But if he's coming over and going to sleep, it sounds like something's missing. It sounds like that piece is missing. That he's not just going. He's like probably doing something with her and then falling asleep.
Well, hold on, Rel. Let me ask you another question because Cindy thinks I'm not listening to the story. Rel, if you're have you ever been in a relationship for 5 months, into the 5th month, and you made a conscious decision to be with this woman? You're doing whatever you can in this relationship because, like Danielle said, you're in this blissful moment. You're hanging out. There's a breath of fresh air. There's a lot of lustful situations. There's a lot of going out. There's a lot of hanging out. There's a lot of planning things. There's that text message, get dressed, we're going out. There's a lot of that within 5 months of a relationship. I don't care what type of schedule you're on. Would you agree with me with that?
Yes, I'm entertaining you. I'm showing you new things.
What?
You know what I mean? I'm broadening your horizon.
Right.
If I'm courting you properly, and I'm into you, we doing things. I'm not just coming over and sleep.
Exactly. But Harvey's not listening. Harvey's not listening.
Nobody said you weren't listening. I was saying you were moving. You keep moving the goalpost. That's what I'm saying.
Let's put a pause on that.
But
I
that
just feel like
okay. Go ahead.
this young lady. I feel like if you get her on the phone, or you get her, or if you speak to her, or if she speaks, we'll get the real juicy, spicy story. She just emailed y'all a little simple something, and she's leaving something out. Baby girl leaving something out.
Got to be.
Leaving something out.
Got to be. But I was wrong for coming at her real hard like
I
that.
think that
Rel, God bless you, brother.
God bless.
Go ahead, Cindy. You got the last word.
Well, I guess leave it up to these men. Well, I guess what it translates to is because he can't just be coming over and sleeping because you're having sex. Your sex is boring, girl.
Right.
And you're boring. And it's all you.
Or the sex might be good and he might be in another relationship or he's out of there. It could be multiple situations. Cindy, you got the last word on this one. Take a break and then we'll come right back and then we'll talk about it.
I think that you shouldn't give up on the relationship. I think you should definitely communicate that it's on thin ice. And if he doesn't start waking it up around you, then you're just going to have to go. Period.
baby, I'm in heaven. When you touch me, baby. When you touch me, baby, I'm in heaven. When you touch me, baby. 48 minutes after y'all walk back, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up, Team Senny's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Go ahead, Senny. What else is on your mind? Because I know she's just, you know,
No,
the girl
nothing. I was just reading y'all comments.
Chick is a jump off. Because like I said, there's no way a man in 5 months in. Ralph said it the best too. He used a key word. He said courting. When a man is courting, we going out. We going. A man could thrive, can work on 2 hours of sleep in that courting situation. He's gonna make it happen. This dude here, and I do agree with Real Holler as well. There's a lot of this. I think there's a lot of this story that there's a lot that's not in this story. And Miss, once again, like Daniel said, I'm not the Kevin Samuel type, but and may he rest in peace. But Miss, I do apologize. I did come down on you a little too hard. I'm sorry. Those are issues that I've been working on for years. I really am a nice guy, and I really am a nice person. If you know me, and you around me all the time, I'm a very giving person. I'm a very loving person. A little animated at times from time to time. So I do have mental issues, young lady. I did a lot of drugs back in the day that still affects me to this day. That's why I can't get high. But I do want to I admit when I'm wrong, young lady. I should have never came down on you so hard. I truly apologize. And please continue to listen to the show, because sometimes I do run away some listeners, and I don't want to run you away. And I definitely apologize. Hit me up on the inbox, hit the show inbox, and I do, or email. My name is Shawn. I'm a very loving person. I have a golden doodle. I got a dog. I live sort of a normal life. I'm sorry.
Yeah, continue to
And thank you.
Continue to write in.
And listen to the show. I'm sorry. This is where you get your morning started. I'm gonna smack myself after the show. I am so sorry for calling you a jump off. I'm sorry, miss. Sometimes I get riled up, and when I get riled up, it's hard to turn it off. I'm so sorry.
He was just saying that this seems to be situationship tendencies.
I don't
so
want
make
you
sure you're not in a one-sided relationship, girl. Because it can happen to the best of us.
And after my apology, Drew's back on the phone. I'm not going to say a word. Go ahead, Drew. You got 2 minutes because Senny's going to close out.
Nah, man, I just want to say love to both of y'all. I love how Senny's, y'all yin and yang, and when Barbi's there, y'all come and y'all put it all together. The way you come about us and come at us, that's, I guess, me personally, why I get y'all and the topics and the stuff, and that's why I've been a listener and will continue to be a listener and supporter. Hopefully see you guys on Father's Day. Much love, always respect. The Bad Grandpa. Remember, wake and bake. Y'all make your lives a whole lot better. Peace.
And I just finished saying I don't do drugs anymore. I just said I did. See, miss, understand this show and understand the cast of folks that are here. I do apologize. I don't do drugs, okay?
Weed is not a drug.
Weed is not a drug.
It's okay, Shawn. Weed is not a drug. It's okay.
Tell my addiction that. Because we're going straight to cocaine after that.
Walmart is coming under fire. I don't know if any of y'all seen this coming up after they're apologized for selling Juneteenth ice cream at its stores. They have been ripped apart by Black Twitter. The ice cream is a swirled red velvet and cheesecake flavor sold under Walmart's Great Value brand. The packaging boasts an image of two black hands with the Pan-African colors of yellow, green, red, and black as the background. The pints include the message, share and celebrate African American culture, emancipation, and enduring hope. However, following backlash over the Juneteenth-themed ice cream, Walmart announced that it was removing the items from its shelf. Juneteenth officially marks the end of slavery for Black Americans as the end of the Civil War on June 19th, 1865. Juneteenth became a federal holiday in June of last year as the Senate voted unanimously to pass legislation to honor this day in history. What was causing, it's just a bunch of tweets that go on. What happened is that there is another woman who created a Juneteenth flavored line called Creamalicious, and people felt like instead of Walmart taking the time to uplift a black business owner who had come out with a line to commemorate Juneteenth, they should have, highlighted her instead of trying to bite that and create their own brand to capitalize off of Juneteenth. Of course, Walmart came out and said that they didn't want to disrespect anybody, and that wasn't their intention, and they will be removing all of the ice cream off the feed, and they will be reviewing their other items to make sure that they're appropriate. Their other Juneteenth items feature plates and napkins and, all the stuff for a party. So,
how many
Walmart's so white.
Yo,
hashtag Walmart so white. That's what was going on
Twitter.
Hashtag
Nordics, hashtag Babylonians. This goes again with the lack of compassion to our friends over there at Walmart. First of all, boy, and there go Dad again. Dad got more food. Boy, there's a lot of worms out there getting killed. I feel bad for the worms today.
Somebody said, how you gonna make a Juneteenth ice cream and put dairy in it, knowing 75 to 90% of black people are lactose intolerant? Who wrote that?
Right. Or make a lactose-free version.
Yo, Twitter is crazy.
And secondly, you have no compassion, Walmart. I know I know we live in a capitalistic society. Senny would love a socialist society. That's never happening in this country. You better move to Canada if you want that. And I say this to say that the young lady that Senny just talked about had a brand already. Instead of you coming to the Walmart, going to that young lady and purchasing a contract for her as a vendor, as you do all the other products that are made, that are sold in Walmart, Senny J. Because only thing there is a bunch of independent contractors that Walmart pay to put the items on the floor. But when it came to an African American, you superseded her and you leapfrogged over her and you created your own brand and you still did it wrong. And boy, you got to remove those Juneteenth plates as fast as possible and get them out of here.
Beanie Green said she saw napkins that said, "It's the freedom for me." You did.
And that's a racial overtone to the maximum. Man, corporate America, listen, stop it with black folks. Have
just
a committee.
Leave us alone.
No, don't leave us alone. Just what you should do is collectively get a committee of black folks that are in tune with black issues and black people. And have that dialogue with them, and we will show you what products that black folks will accept at the marketplace. But because you have the almighty capitalistic power, which I'm for in this country, you disregard black folks. Why you didn't give this woman a contract? What was her name? Why didn't you just go to her and give her $1 billion contract so she could hire more people and get the Juneteenth brand out onto the store, into the store floor where it was appropriate to black folks? Yeah. That's the problem. But you had to jump on that Juneteenth, boy. You jumped on it real bad. Matter of fact, Juneteenth we'll be out in ArtQuest on Father's Day weekend. If you're local, if you're not local, and you want to watch us broadcast live like we did last year, y'all come on down to ArtQuest. That's Father's Day weekend, June the 18th. We'll be broadcasting live. So if you've never seen us broadcast live, we'll be there. And that's the problem. The almighty Walmart. That's the problem. And what other companies had that issue? The Gap and Senny, how many times throughout the years you shared these stories of these corporate companies, especially in Europe, Yves Saint Laurent and all these guys that had to bring down campaigns and ads because it was so disrespectful to black people. Yeah. And Walmart, you did the same thing.
Her name is Chef Liz Rogers. She's the founder and president and executive chef of Creamalicious, one of the only black-owned national ice cream brands in mass production. Her signature...
Senny. Relationship 57 was definitely creamalicious. Continue.
Her award-winning flavors are Aunt Poonie's caramel pound cake, Slap Yo Mama banana pudding, Right as Rain red velvet cheesecake, which is the one they're saying that Walmart appropriated, Thick as Thieves pecan pie, Porch Light peach cobbler, Grandma Gigi sweet potato pie, and Uncle Charles brown sugar bourbon cake.
Oh,
so those are her flavors.
It ain't getting blacker than that. I'm almost offended.
Yeah, so...
So why didn't you take... Whoa, those names are very offensive to me for some reason. Why didn't you take her brand and infiltrated it with... and put it on your marketplace?
Yeah,
why did you didn't do that?
You could have said you can come get these great black-owned brands.
Right.
You should, and you could have even taken it a step further. Said we only gonna sell these for the month of June. Exactly. You should have did that, and then everybody would have came to Walmart to buy the black-owned ice cream.
Right.
We would have been like, oh snap, they only selling this. Okay, let's see what it's about.
Which would have probably had an infiltration of other black small businesses that you can hire as vendors as well. But no, she said he used the old term. Saying she said bite. Yeah, you stole it. You stole it, and now you catching heat. Get it off the market wall. Get all that thing. Get everything off the shelves.
Now they're going to Target. Target is for the blacks. Okay, I don't know who they got working up there. I don't know who they got working at Target, but they have the black designers. They got the black hair care products that ain't locked up. They pledging 15% of their sales to black businesses. It's called like the 15 pledge. I don't know what they doing at Target, but they get it.
So Walmart, take a lead from Target, do the right thing, and hire black vendors that already have these products in the marketplace. Because a lot of folks that want to sell their products in these superstores, there's a waiting list for them, for Walmart to hire them. Do the right thing. Take the Juneteenth merchandise off the shelves. Hire African Americans that are relatable to us to sell the product. That's it.
Yeah, put them in your corporate offices.
All right.
Do the right thing, Walmart.
Let's wave at them. Let's have God bless you guys. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys.